Hello everybody, welcome to the final part of the Chrono Trigger any percent no LSS speedrun tutorial. I am ElGranJerry and I'll be guiding you through the last part of this tutorial, basically Sunken Desert and Lavish shale. So yeah, if you've been following the tutorial, you know how we've been rolling, what we have up to here, and you will remember that if in the last part we actually finish up with a nice menu, equipping the Swallow and equipping Chrono's armor, and then battle speed 2, and then save and reloading. In this case, the reload for this is 0.1 to 0.6 seconds, what we call the bright load. So as soon as the screen lights up, just press the A button. You have pretty nice reacting time, it's not that hard. Just make sure you react to the lighting up of the screen. That's what we call the bright load. If you failed bird skip, so if you were on the red RNG after Black Tyranno, and you failed bird skip on the way here, you don't have to do that load. However, it's slower to fail bird skip and not do the load than to get bird skip and do the load. So, you know, but you have the option in case you fail bird skip. Then you enter Sunken Desert. I like getting this chest on the way in. If you want to get it like on the way out, or I just like how the menu organizes when I get this first, but it's up to you. Now this part's kind of tricky, and by kind of I mean really tricky. So basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the double tap method. We wanna be really quick with Chrono's getting into the menu. So Spinkot. In this case I was already in Spinkot because I said it during the call and fight. If you hit 624, that means you're on the red RNG. This part's also kind of tricky. We wanna wait until Chrono gets his menu before Marl uses her eyes. So gonna have to delay the Marl eyes. Oh my god, that was my bad. That happens. So again, double tap, 624, good RNG, then Marl, eyes on this guy, Spinkot on this guy. If Chrono gets hit by the hexapod, it's fine. You will have to heal him though before Retinite. But if Marl, the one thing that can't happen is Marl getting hit. So after that you do a drill kick on the guy that's closest to Marl. It might be the default or the not default guy. You have to attack the guy that's closest to Marl so she doesn't die. Then you're probably gonna get sand breath or something. Oh. Doesn't matter. It's gonna miss. And then you're gonna do another drill kick with Ayla. And that's the first fight for you. So after that we're gonna just move on. Whole day. Let's try this again. Yeah. So that's the first fight. It's pretty simple. You can just rewatch it. Basically, what you want to do is make sure you input the first Spinkot kind of really quickly. There's a really small gap. I'd say it's like a 0.2 second gap or something. It's really small. But with the double tap method, you should be fine most of the times. If you fail this fight and you lose the RNG, sadly you will have to reset. I don't really know how the drops work that well, but I had a situation in this case when I beat this fight off RNG and then I went to beat the game. You know, beat Sunken Desert off RNG, but this fight didn't give me the Lapis because I was off RNG. So there are some drops that in this game that work like rare drops that only are given to you at certain points. So if you do this fight off RNG and you wanna continue, it's fine. You're gonna have a little bit more trouble with the next fight, but you can do it. Just make sure you get the Lapis drop from this fight. And you wanna run here. You wanna run away. So just run away. Then we're gonna have a quick menu here. We're gonna do Berserker and Chrono. So give Berserker to this guy. Close your menu. And this fight's pretty easy. You're gonna let Chrono miss, Chrono attack, Chrono crit. So basically this is what's gonna happen. Chrono misses, Chrono attacks, and then Chrono crits. You wanna attack the guy that's alive though. See how I'm waiting until he dies before I hold X? If I don't do that, if I don't target the guy that's alive, basically you're gonna lose the RNG and it's not gonna work because of how the RNG jumps work. That if you attack a monster that's alive and then he dies, you're gonna get a different RNG. So basically all you wanna do, as you saw right there, is just wait until that guy dies and then hold X. Marl first, then Ayla. Not too big of a deal. You can also like move the cursor to the live guy, but I don't like that because if you move your cursor and then just hold X, Ayla's also gonna attack the guy that's gonna die. So you just, what I do is just wait until Chrono kills that guy and then just hold X. Pretty simple. Let's move on now. This is the last fight before Retinite. It's pretty easy as well. Here you wanna do a, you don't wanna do a double tap. You wanna wait until Ayla has her turn. Oh, okay, that was a mistake, and we're gonna have to go back because I made a mistake here. Sorry about that, guys. After this fight, we want to make sure we de-equip the Berserker. I'm gonna put the power scarf on ground. We want to wait for Ayla's menu here. And then we're gonna spin cut the default guy with Chrono. And Ayla's gonna cat attack the one that's closer to her. So yeah, equip power scarf before this fight and then wait for Ayla's menu, spin cut cat attack, and then it's a Chrono crit. So as soon as Chrono has his turn, crit. And then we're done. We are set for Retinite now. Those were the first 4 fights. Pretty simple fights. And then Retinite. So basically 1, 2, 3. You wanna do a fade out. If for whatever reason you got hit, like as I said on the first fight, like Chrono got hit or something, you wanna heal. Chrono, you wanna heal whoever got hit. But if you didn't get hit and you did everything according, you don't need to heal. However, Retinite works really weird. When you're in the sand in his room, you're going to take damage. So basically you're taking damage. So if Retinite appears one time and you don't get to him, then you need to heal Chrono before you enter the fight, like before you go for him the second time. Because if not, he's gonna die during the fight. And if you miss him twice, then you have to heal Marl as well. Basically just heal all your party as well, just for safety. So you're gonna see what I mean here. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. So this was the first try. But if I tried to get him and he went down again, that would mean one missed try. And if you have to go search him again, then you have to heal Chrono. It's on the notes as well. But yeah. Then this is the Retinite fight. I just want to say it's an easy fight. You just have to pay attention to something at the end. But you have to be on point, so yeah. So basically here we're gonna wait until he heals. Then we're gonna Marl Ice bottom, Chrono Spin Cut bottom, Ayla Cat Attack bottom. You wanna do a little bit faster so you can do it all during his animation. I'm just a little bit rusty. And then we're gonna do Chrono Spin Cut as fast as possible. So I always do a double tap here, so just double tap and then just hold it down, depending on how you. And then you wanna wait for the heal here. When he heals, Ayla Cat Attack as well. Well, sometimes the heal and the sand breath can change, so whatever he does first, you wanna do Ayla's attack there. That won't change anything for you, RNG wise. Don't worry. Spin Cut bottom. This is also on the boss patterns guide, as I've been saying for the whole part of the tutorial. It's pretty important to follow that. You want to wait for the sand cycle here, then Ayla Cat Attack bottom, and then Marl Ice top, and then Chrono Spin Cut bottom. And then you wanna Chrono Spin Cut bottom, Ayla Cat Attack bottom. Or whoever gets the attack first. So if Ayla gets it first, just Cat Attack Spin Cut. Whatever happens. Just do both of them here. And then he's gonna heal. Well, he can absorb Marl and then heal, or heal and then absorb Marl. But when he absorbs Marl, you want it to immediately Chrono. Again, the order might change a little bit there with his heals and attacks, but it's the same thing. So you want to Spin Cut, Cat Attack, and the bottom part's gonna die now. And here you want to start doing Cat Attack Spin Cut, so you want to make sure you do Cat Attack first. If I understand correctly, you want to delay the RNG here a little bit. So So you can get a certain damage at the end, which will tell you if you got the right RNG or the wrong RNG for the final part of the you know, shell, basically. The final part of the run. I'll talk about that in a bit. So, again, cat attack spin cut. Again, cat attack spin cut. Spin cut, cat attack. I just switched the order for this one. I usually just do only this one, spin cut, cat attack. And then he's gonna absorb Marl. Then we're gonna cat attack spin cut. And then this is the important part after this. You wanna spin cut the top, but you wanna cat attack the core, okay? So the top's gonna die with the spin cut, but you wanna cat attack the core. Depending on the damage Ayla hits on the core, it's if you're on the right RNG or not for shell final phase. So we also want Marl to use well, we'll use it here. Want Marl to use provoke. So she hit 400. 400's not good RNG, okay? So if you check the boss patterns, it says check for 396, 401, or 402 on Ayla's cat attacks. If not one of those, reload before shell. So if you get to this part of the run and you hit a 400, that means you're gonna have to save and reload before Lavish shell. Basically what you wanna do in the fight to try and get the right value is to do cat attacks before spin cuts as most of you can. If I understand correctly, sort of to delay and get a certain RNG. But if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. Just save reload, probably like a 8-second time loss. But yeah, make sure you check for damage, because if you don't check for damage and you go to shell and you weren't on the right RNG, you're not gonna be able to beat it. So just make sure to check that. Okay, now we need to get the chests. Let's see if I remember the chest over there. I don't think I do. We need to get the full ether. We need to get the Aeon Helm. We need to get the 5000 G. And we need to get the full tonic. Yeah, those were the 4 chests we need down here. And then you want to get all of these. You want to get the Aeon suit. You want to get the elixir. And you're going to get the full ether. You want to head out. And here you want to put Robo on your team. Well, yeah, Chrono or Wayla. And you don't have to get the mid ethers. I think you only have to get one. I'm gonna just make double sure I'm not saying you. Yeah, you need to get one mid ether. You can get both for safety in case you used one earlier or whatnot. But I mean, up to you. You only need one if you're following the route like to the dot. So after that we head back to 1000. Just run back. But yeah, Sunken Desert is kind of tricky. I know I can't just blaze through it as we've been blazing through the tutorial, but make sure you practice those fights, especially the first fight in Sunken Desert can be kind of hard. And Retinite can be easy with RNG, without RNG, even if you mess it up, just make sure you stay healed so you don't die. But he usually does like very few attacks, so it's not that big of a deal. But for example, during that fight we had Chrono on 20 HP since the first attack of the fight. So if you're not on the right RNG, you want to make sure to heal him, because he might get absorbed or something. But he's not a hard boss. There's always a reload before shell to regain RNG. So in this case I'm not on the right RNG, so I'm gonna have to reload, which is not a big deal. Okay, here we have to do 2 things. First, we have to get an elixir. We need 2 elixirs to do the 2 elixir glitches. We got 1 from Sunken Desert, and the only other one convenient is here in the castle. We need to go through a little bit of a cutscene and go through the forest, but it's the fastest one. There's one in Reptite Lair, but you have to get the evil weevils to dig in a certain spot. Okay, if you get into a fight, you know, just run away. This definitely means you lost the RNG though. But yeah, You know the evil weevils dig holes in the reptile lair? You want them to dig the hole in a certain spot. And that makes it so you can enter a room with an elixir. But from timings done a while ago, it's not worth. And it's pretty hard to actually get them to dig in that spot. It's kind of RNG. So this is the next closest elixir to get. So we're getting that. Then you want to go to the left, and you want to go up to 1, 2, get the elixir. And get out. And then we're gonna go get the green dream. This is just that, oh my god, I'm on a good pace, and it gives you time to calm down before you get into shell. It's pretty whatever. Just gotta make sure you don't get into fights like I did. There's a little bit of a trick in this shop. You talk to this girl, and you just run forward, and it'll close and open the shop automatically. You just need to buy the side cap. Close the menu. No big of a deal there. Sorry, no big deal there. And then we need to go through this. Let's celebrate. Chrono's already asleep. The entity. No Magus to continue this conversation. The entity. So yeah, just go through the text here, not that big of a deal. Once you get control of Luca, just head to the portal and do the and save her mom. Reminder that her password is her name, Lara. But you don't want to use the L. If you change your controls, you don't want to use the LARA. You change your controls to. You want to use the default LARA. Just like some parts of this game, like the Johnny Race and the drinking game, you have to use the soup drinking game. I mean, you have to use the buttons of the game predetermined to. It doesn't check that once you change them to. Probably just an overlook, I'm guessing. So just LARA, save her. So. And then you get the green gem. And then we're gonna go to shell. The hardest. It's not that hard shell. There's only, in my opinion, 2 hard parts. Which is Magus, but Magus has gotten easier even then, and Shell Final Phase. Just because Shell Final Phase, you have to actually react kind of fast to things. If not, you're gonna get screwed. So yeah, you get the green dream and you're out of here. Just go back to the portal and go to the end of time. And then you have to heal. You know, if you're on the right RNG, you got the right damage on the core, then you don't have to reload. You do have to heal, but you don't have to save and reload. If, like me, you got the wrong damage and I got an extra fight, so I'm not on the right RNG. So I need to save. And then... I need to heal up, sorry, and then save and reload. And then the load for this is a little bit hard. It's 2.5 to 2.75. We've talked about loading quite a bit on the other parts. I use my timer, so 1, 2. Okay, that's about it. Should be fine. If you miss it, you'll have to go back. So just talk to this thing 2 times. And you activate it. There's a nice menu glitch in a bit. When Luca yells, let me check what she yells. Well, when Lavos first appears, I'll check what she yells. I'll tell you when I see it. I don't remember the exact text. But it's a pretty easy menu glitch. Like, you just have to mash Y. Not there. Nice music. Here. Oh my! You wanna mash Y? And you'll enter here. And you wanna do Chrono, Ayla, Marl. Easy peasy, right? Exit. We fight. Here we go, guys. Shale final phase. Let's go. There's a way to check if you're on the right RNG. It's during the second fight of the shell, during Guardian, to see if you got your load right. I know it's a little bit of a time loss if you fail it, but that's the only way. So let's go. First attack. The good old Falcon Hit. The busted Falcon Hit. We're gonna be using Falcon Hit so much during this shell. It's the best thing we got. So that's that. Second phase is the Guardian. Here's where we're gonna check. We're gonna do a Falcon Hit, and then we're gonna do a Chrono attack. If the Chrono attack hits 258, no, sorry, 268 or 536, then we're fine. 536 would be the critical value. After you reload, the first attack might or might not be a crit. It's random. So getting or not getting a crit, it's the same thing. So are we getting a 536? That means we're on the right RNG. That means our load was performed correctly. So that's good. That's great. Here you have to change your team before this. So you want to do Chrono, Luca, Marl. And you want to double tap here. So, and then you want to do Lightning first. And you're going to do Antipode and Lightning. Luca's going to get her turn here first. So you want to make sure Chrono has his menu, sorry. So Antipode and Lightning at the same time. You want to make sure Luca does the Antipode as well. You want to try to preserve Marl and Provoke. Not that big of a deal if you can't, but it will save you a little bit of a headache later. I mean, a little bit of time, not even a headache. Just a little bit of time. Okay, heal attack. Then you have to use the Lightning. And then here, Marl will get her turn first, but you want to make sure Luca does the Antipode, so after this, you want to make sure you move to Luca and then Antipode and Chrono Slash at the same time, so just wait a little bit for Chrono, Antipode, Chrono Slash. And then Chrono Slash. If you get hit again there, that means you were too slow and you lost the RNG. If he does a third attack there. So if you want to play it safe, you can do Marl Antipode, but I think it's pretty easy just to do this. You don't want to hold forward here because you have very little time. So you want to change your team here. So you don't want to hold forward before the Sunburn fight because you're gonna get into a fight really quickly. Like hold forward before doing your team. So it's Chrono, Ayla, Luca. And then here you want to mash A. So Chrono Slash. And then you want to do Falcon Hit with Chrono. So with Chrono, Falcon Hit. And you want to set Luca to fire as well. He's gonna steal MP for Chrono. That's why we wanted Chrono. And then here we're gonna do Organize. And then we're gonna fully through Chrono. So organize. And then full ether current. Full ether. Just go in. And then we're gonna do a falcon hit to kick things off. Masa's gonna attack Chrono. Then we're gonna mash with Luca. She's already on fire, that's why we set her to fire. And then Masa attacks Chrono and Falcon hit at the same time. This Falcon hit you wanna do it with Ayla. So Falcon hit there. And then you wanna make sure Luca fire and Falcon hit her at the same time. So again, Ayla does the Falcon hit. I don't think it matters that much if Ayla does it or Chrono does it here. If he hits you there one more time. Okay, so this is a pretty... This is the thing that happens. If you're too slow there, Luca's gonna get hit. So basically during this fight, you're only supposed to get hit twice and it's on Chrono. If Luca gets hit there a third time, it's fine. It doesn't mess up the RNG. But you have to heal Luca before Magus. That's the only difference. And it also changes the next fight a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll go through it. If Luca gets hit there for 119 or whatever, that's fine. You just have to remember to heal her before Magus. That's the only thing. So also, yeah, you had to check if your last Falcon hit damage was 1060, which because I know I went a little bit of RNG for this next fight, so I'm not gonna get. So that's fine. So Chrono Lightning here, and then Flame Kick. Flame Kick with Luca. That was the only difference. If Luca gets hit during the massive fight, you have to heal her before Magus, and she will not get her turn when this was attacking you. She will get it a little bit after. That's the only differences. You don't have to... no, you don't have to stress about getting hit that extra time though. Here you want to do a Falcon hit. You can do it with Ayla, but I find it a little bit riskier. I just do it with Chrono. Because then, if you go off RNG or a little bit slow during this fight, then it will cost you. So if this Falcon hits 1076, that means you're on the good RNG, and that means you can do an Ayla critical. So basically, Fire Sword. I think so. I'm not 100% sure though. No, okay. That was my bad, I'm sorry guys. Sorry, this is gonna make it into the tutorial. 1076 is the correct damage for here, but if you didn't get the 1060 on the last Falcon hit in the massive fight, I completely forgot about that, then you're not gonna get the Ayla crit. Okay? So if you have to check for the last Falcon hit in the massive fight to be 1060, and this Falcon hit to be 1076. If both are correct, then you can do the Ayla crit. If both are not correct, or one is like off, then you're gonna not gonna be able to. Okay. So again, Fire Sword. Oh, sorry, Fire Sword. And then if that was not correct, then you have to Ayla cat attack here. If you're not on the right RNG, I mean, you're gonna have to cat attack there. Just Falcon here again. That's it. So yeah, if no crit, if you didn't get the damages for the crit because you were a little bit too slow in the massive fight, that's fine. That's fine. Just use cat attack instead of the attack. So here we're gonna change our team to Chrono, Froggy Boy, and Luca, and we're gonna heal up both of our players. Reminder, Luca got hit, right? And then Ether, the normal Ether on Chrono. And that's it, we're gonna go into the fight. This fight can be a little bit tricky. It really isn't that bad, but it can be tricky. Especially because if you mess something up here, he's gonna do another barrier. And if he does a different barrier than the one you want, then it's over. You lost your RNG, you're not gonna beat the game. So you wanna do the double tap here. So I go here and I use Chrono Slash. Why are you healing him, Jerry? Well, we wanna get Fire Barrier as quick as possible. So we get Fire Barrier. Then we're gonna do Frog Attack and Fire Sword in the same turn. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna Fire Sword with Luca. Important, with Luca. And he's gonna use his lightning barrier, and he's gonna geyser. After this, we're gonna frog attack, and then Chrono slash, but we're gonna wait until Luca gets her menu to frog attack, okay? So we're gonna just delay a little bit. So until Luca gets her menu... Okay, that was too slow. Okay, that was way too slow. I messed this up, sorry. Let's just restart this fight. No big deal. So again, double tap here. Nope. That was my bad. It's kind of hard to do a tutorial, not that easy. Especially when you're doing it in one piece and not editing it. You know, it's fine. Still showcasing. I'm showcasing mistakes so you don't do them. It's the same as me. Sword. But yeah, you don't want to be that behind with that frog attack. You want to be kind of on point. As soon as Luca touches her menu, use a frog attack. Might take some timing, but... So frog attack, wait for Luca menu, Chrono slash. There we go. He's gonna do fire barrier, and then he's gonna attack Chrono. And then during this next part, we're gonna frog attack, fire sword twice, in the same turn. So after this, we're gonna frog attack, fire sword. Fire sword with Luca, remember? Twice. You have to... Oh my god, that was my bad. I don't think it matters at all. But you have to wait for Luca to get her menu there. Then you have to hold X here. Chrono will get a critical. And then you have to mid-tonic frog and fire sword. So, where's the mid-tonic? It's at the top. Just mid-tonic frog and fire sword. But you want to try to do the frog things and the things in the same turn. You want to hold A here, and then you want to frog crit on fire sword again. Okay. And if you don't kill with the fire sword, then you're done. But yeah, just remember, frog things and fire sword go together, making the same turn. Basically, you have to wait for everybody to have their turn already. Except for that, Chrono has a crit attack there, where he's solo. Okay, so next part of the fight, Chrono, Ayla, Marl. So you want to change your team, Chrono, Ayla, Marl. Then you want to mid-tonic Chrono ×2. So you want to heal Chrono to max. And then you want to full ether Chrono and full ether Ayla. Full ether Chrono and full ether Ayla. And we're gonna go to Black Tyranno. So friendly reminder, Marl isn't provoked since Retinite, so you can just use that pretty quickly. So just wait for Marl. Wait for Marl, provoke on the Sala. He's gonna fire Chrono. Then we're gonna wait for fire Ayla and haste on Chrono. Fire Ayla, haste on Chrono. And then we're gonna wait for absorb Marl and haste on Ayla. And then we're actually gonna wait until he removes defense. So yeah, just wait. He's gonna fire Chrono once. You don't have to do those many things, I'm just getting impatient. Fire Chrono twice. And then he's gonna absorb Marl. And then after that he's gonna remove defense. And Marl's gonna die. You wanna do 9 Falcon hits. Okay. So first Falcon hit. Second Falcon hit. You wanna do 9. third falcon. Fourth. I mean, you don't even have to count them. If you know your MP numbers and how they look after all the falcon hits, then you can use that. That's what I use basically. But if you want to be safe, you just want to count them. Go for it. Since you do full ethers, you're gonna be fine. You're always gonna have the same MP. So Ayla's always gonna have 12 MP after 9 falcon hits. That's what I look for. After 9 falcon hits, you just wanna hold X. And both Chrono and Ayla are gonna get a critical. If they don't get a critical, you can just keep holding X. You should still be on the right RNG. I've never actually gotten that issue of not getting the criticals, but you should still be on the right RNG. I've never seen it happen, but you should. So yeah, this is 9 falcon hits, just hold X. Crit. Yeah, crit. Okay. And now we're going to Kikigaya. Okay. So there's something I like to do during Kikigaya. So it's, well, this is a normal thing, it's Metonic Chrono. If for whatever reason you got off the RNG, a little bit of RNG during Black Tyranno, Ayla got hit an extra time or something, you want to heal her as well. But if you're following the route, nothing, then just mid-ether both of them, Chrono, Ayla. And you want to change. I like to organize here, just to make sure my inventory is organized. So basically what I like to do is just organize, and that way I know that Elixir is going to be in the 4th position. So with Frog, when Frog does his Elixir glitch, I know exactly where it is. And I also know the Lapis is position number 8, so things like that. And then you want to do battle speed 1, sorry. So heal Chrono, ether Chrono and Ayla, battle speed 1. Easy peasy. Just make a safe state just in case. And this fight's the easiest one. You don't even have to count the falcon hits. You're just gonna do 9. And with the 9th one, they're gonna die. I personally like to do the first falcon hit with Ayla. Because on this RNG, Ayla actually gets her, in this fight, Ayla actually gets her turns before Chrono. So now you have both Chrono and Ayla on falcon hit now. So you can just spam it now. This way you don't lose any time. Ayla should be on falcon hit as well, but if you had to do the cat attack in the Nisbel fight instead of the crit, then she's gonna be on cat attack. That's why I usually just like to do that first one with Ayla, just in case she's off for something. You just need to mash here, it's not hard. You're gonna get different ending MP numbers here because of mid-ether instead of full. One thing you wanna check after this fight is that Ayla has at least 6 MP. She will usually be at 6, like exactly at 6. But if she has less than 6 for whatever reason, then you need to use a mid-ether in there. Because she needs to do 2 cat attacks during the final fight. And that's 3 on 3. So this is where it ends. That's 9 falcon hits. That's it. We're moving on to shale, final phase. Okay, this is the hardest fight in the game. It actually got easier in my opinion. It's just pretty tricky if you don't do your attacks fast, like your items fast. During the animations, you're gonna lose the RNG. Just kind of the Black Tyranno fight. Just that here you have less time to use them. That's the only thing. So we're gonna first do our menu. This is a pretty long menu. I recommend you practicing quite a bit of time. So you wanna do Aeon Helm on Chrono, Side Cap and Aeon Suit on Ayla, and I go back to Chrono and do Miso Mail, and you're gonna do Berserker. We're gonna do Berserker strat here. Go back to Ayla, Bandana, and then give the Green Dream to Marl. And then you wanna cure Chrono and Ayla to max. So with Marl, you wanna cure Chrono and Ayla to max. max. So I did wonder, and Ayla was really close to heal. She has to be max health, because if not, she's gonna die and it's over. Okay? And that's it. If, for whatever reason, again, Ayla has less than 6 MP, give her some... I've seen it happen. I've never had it happen to me, but I've seen it happen with people like, what? I'm missing MP. What? No. I've seen it happen. I don't know how it can happen, but it can. So after that menu, you're gonna go into the final shell fight. And just go right into it. Chrono's gonna attack first. And then during that destruction rain, you're gonna use Ayla Lapis. So right here, find your Lapis. And use it. And then during the Chrono miss, you want Marl to use haste. During the miss. So Chrono's gonna miss. And you wanna haste Chrono. During the animation, if you're too slow and doing after the miss animation happens, you're done. You're done. And then Chrono miss again. And then Chaotic Zone. Nayla's gonna heal Marl. And then Chrono's gonna attack. After his Chrono attack, he's gonna crit. During that crit, you're gonna cure Chrono. So you wanna cure Chrono here. And then during the needle, you're gonna use a full tonic with Ayla. On Ayla. So a needle here. So just full tonic yourself. Then Chrono's gonna crit. Chrono's gonna attack twice. One. And during this one, you're gonna cat attack. Just quickly. During the animation, guys. During the animation. He's gonna get another crit. And we're gonna get a destruction rain here. Check Chrono's HP. Yay! That always happens. Chrono attack and then Chrono attack. That might have been too slow. Oh my god, we'll have to see. Ayla Lapis during the animation. Chrono crit. Ground attack. Chrono miss and Ayla cat attack. Well, and then Chrono attack, Ayla cat attack. And if we did everything correctly, Lavish is gonna kill Ayla right here. If he kills Chrono, that means you were too slow in some parts of your things. In this case, I was fine, and then you go into autopilot mode. Chrono's gonna deal with him. Crit, attack, crit, attack, final crit. This is show final phase. You might want to review this video, practice it a few times. Basically, it's more than nothing. It's not really, you know, a hard fight, but it's more of a learning your menu. Learning the position of haste and cure. Learning, okay, where's my Lapis? Where's my full tonic? Where's my heal? Where's my, things that so you can maneuver fast. Oh, I'm in Falcon Head 1, then I need to go like 4 steps up to get the cat attack quickly, things like that. So just basically just practice that, get the feel for it, and just keep doing it. Once you get it down, you get it down. There's a little bit of a menu glitch here. I'm not even gonna try to get it, but after the screen goes black entering Lavish shell, if you wait between 3.016 seconds to 3.483, you can open the menu there and switch your team. It saves 2 seconds if you get it. So after it goes completely black, 1, 2, 3, I usually just mash, and if I get it like that, that means I got it. You can change your team here. So the team you want here is Chrono, Ayla, Frog. So basically just put Frog in. If you don't get it, you can just equip, change your team here. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm glad I got to show that menu glitch. I found that one. Okay, I haven't done this in a long time, so basically it's equip Chrono with whatever. So just give Chrono whatever, give Marl whatever, and give Frog the Green Dream. If Frog is like really low on health, like critical health, then you have to heal him up, but that's usually not gonna be the case with this route. It's always not gonna be the case with this route, and you have to do battle speed 4. So just make sure you take the Berserker of Chrono, make sure you take Berserker of Chrono, the Green Dream of Marl, obviously, and then give it on Frog. Battle speed 4, make sure Frog is not on critical. HP. And we're gonna do the Elixir glitch. The Elixir glitch is an I don't want to say overflow or underflow because I'm not sure, but I think it's underflow. XP, MP, HP. Sorry. So basically, you heal him to the point where he dies. It's pretty easy. Basically, all the inputs you have to do is like X up X. So I'll show you how to do it. First he's gonna kill you. I just like to get rid of the Chrono menu there. I don't think it changes anything. I've always done it. Frog's already gonna be on items, so you just get into the menu, go up to your Elixir, and basically what you're gonna do here the time doesn't pass in your menu, but after you do this, you have to do it fast. So you wanna do A on the Elixir and then X up X. So A, X up X. Oh, in that case I missed. If you heal his hand, that means you missed one of the inputs, so you... No. File, load game. So, yeah, so A, X up X, you're gonna heal him. Just make sure you practice it so you don't make that mistake in a real run, you know. So press A on the Elixir, X up X. There's a couple different ways of doing it. This is still my favorite. I don't really cover the other ones because I don't know how to do them, but if you wanna ask around Red Slash or any other Chrono Trigger runner. Not any other, but some of them actually do different Elixir glitch inputs. But this is consistent, has always worked for me, and it's one I've always done, so it's the one I like to show. So you just want to match the text here. There's a menu glitch after this. So basically, it's, as soon as the screen goes black, you want to react. You don't want to anticipate, you want to react to it. So after it goes black, just press X. I missed it. If you get it, you save 1 second. So here's a little bit different. You actually have to do things. So basically what you want to do here is Frog will attack the right bit when Lavos hits Ayla. So, like here, you want to attack the right bit. Your attack will not input until after Crying Heavens. So Crying Heavens on Chrono. Now the Frog attack's gonna go through. He's gonna heal up. And then he's gonna kill you and you're gonna do Elixir glitch. There's a backup for this. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna just talk about it in a bit. I don't like talking about backups, but in this case it's needed. So again, get into the menu here, X up X, boom, you beat the game. As soon as you input the A on the final Elixir, you get to split. Please don't make the mistake of just like trying to do it too fast and then split like quickly. Times can always be retimed. Just make sure you do it properly and then just split. There's a backup in case you like fail the Elixir glitch and you have to reload. The reload for this is it's a mash load, so you want to mash as soon as before the screen goes like bright. You want to do the mash load. I think you have the first 6 frames to do it. So just reload on the save point, mash load, and then the first part of the fight's the same. The second part of the fight, the one we just did, is Lavos will kill Ayla, and then just Frog will attack default. Just hold X with Frog after he kills Ayla. And then Elixir glitch. So just going through it, you can find that in the notes as well. I'm not gonna show it because I didn't even save before trying this. So yeah, that's it. This is Chrono Trigger any % no LSS, guys. So I really hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. You follow it through. This game it's pretty interesting how this game has evolved, you know. When I joined the community in 2014, the world record was 313. And then right now it's 248, you know, 100% was 518, right now it's 428. So there's been a lot of work put into this game, and we're still finding new things for this game, new strats for bosses. You know, some of the recent routes, you know, they're pretty new. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the whole Chrono Trigger community. And you know, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, follow it. and if you wanna join the community, we're pretty talkative. We're pretty active actually for the small community we are on Discord. So you can just hop on our Discord server and talk with us. I'm gonna try and post the link. If not, you can just like ask me on Twitter, or you know, I think I have the Discord on my channel. Just ask around. It's pretty easy to find. We also have our leaderboard page, chrono.wiki.com, if you want to check that out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. See ya.